Hi, Tina. We're ready to begin, please.
Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm just going to be opening this video for a few minutes because I'm calling in from Abu Dhabi and we are having internet connection. But anyway, thank you so much for those who have taken the time to join. And I'm hoping that my media is clear and hope you all can hear me clearly. So my name is Minamata Convention, and I'm together here with Anna from MSP Institute and me from Women for Biodiversity. We're hosting today's session to just share about the preparation for the Minamata COP, which is going to be taking place in Geneva next month. So what we wanted to do today was just share a few things, but also understand more on the logistics part of the event. So with that, I'm going to put my video off, and on the chat box, please give us your introductions and I will share my presentation. Just give me one moment. Thank you so much for joining in. Okay, so I'm hoping that everybody can see my presentation. Okay, so this is going to be a very short presentation. So we wanted to do a preparatory meeting today and understand what is being organized and run some very preliminary agenda of the Minamata. So as you all may know that the Minamata COP, which is a Minamata Convention on Mercury, is taking place the sixth session in Geneva from 3rd to the 7th of November 2025. And for this COP, there was going to be the presidency of 𝗀്ശി𝗹𝗹, who is the party rep for Chile. After this, I'm also happy to share the presentation, which will be shared with you, and also all the information links. Now, I cannot see my whole presentation, but I'm going to try. So one of the things on this, a timeline that I have put up on the side of the screen that you will see, this is something that is already on the Minamata Convention website. However, just to get a basis of what this year's COP is going to be looking at. So one of the key elements of this COP was going to be the review of the national implementation of the Minamata. So having said that, there is a lot on the agenda of the Minamata Convention, and I'm just sharing here very briefly of all the agenda items that are going to be discussed at the COP. So under agenda item 4, which are going to be the different elements and different decisions that the COP and the parties are going to be looking into. So as you can see, there's going to be the mercury supply, source, and trade. There's going to be the mercury added products and manufacturing processes. Of course, I do know that from the civil society and also a lot of members from our membership from the Women's Caucus, I do see that a lot of our members are focusing on artisanal and small scale gold mining. And there's also the discussion on mercury waste, and you have financial resources and mechanism, which is going to be looking at the GEP, the Global Environment Facility. It will review the financial mechanism. There's going to be a discussion of the capacity building, implementation and compliance committee. There's going to be national reporting, effective evaluation, and cross-cutting matters. So if you can see, there is going to be in J, in cross-cutting matters, you have two different decisions, and then you have the knowledge management, and the other one of the last remaining agenda is going to be the Mercury and the Kunming-Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework. So these are all going to be the sub-agendas for the COP. And I would definitely also bring the attention of all of you to also look at Agenda 5, which is looking at the international cooperation and coordination. And this will be really very relevant because some of us also are engaging in different other international environmental negotiation spaces like the UNCBD, which is the Convention on Biological Diversity. Then you have the UNCCC on climate, and you also have the UNCCD on land and other relevant multilateral environmental agreements. So this will be looking at basically the looking on the agenda around synergies and how those link up. An example of that is the agenda L, which is for those of you who are new or may not be following, is the Kunming-Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework, which is a document adopted under the Convention on Biological Diversity. So, and please do raise your hand if you have any questions in between. So what I also want to quickly share is that if you had a look at it, there's also the tentative work schedule. So all the documents for the meetings are all uploaded, and this is the schedule of the COP. The COP is going to be for 5 days, and they already have which day, which agenda item is going to be discussed. And this is the rest of the agenda. So having said that, so this is the discussion on what the official work is around the COP. And what we wanted to share was this from the last meeting. We have had discussions with the Secretariat of the Minamata Convention. Unfortunately, Lara is not able to join because she missed her flight. So from our side, we wanted to share some updates on what's going to happen in Geneva. So what we have confirmed from the Secretariat is that we have now a room dedicated for the Women's Caucus for the Minamata Convention. So basically, we have a space for ourselves for having daily meetings or any other get-together that we want to kind of do while we are in Geneva. So that's a wonderful space to have and call our own and, kind of sit down, meet up. With that, again, this is also a wonderful thing to share is that the Women's Caucus is going to have a seat at the plenary as Women's Caucus. So this is for the first time ever that there is going to be a seat as such. And this is the discussion today that me and Anna will be guiding today to see and to see how do we engage at COP-6 effectively, understanding that this is a very new space and this is going to be our first gathering as a collective, as a Women's Caucus. Then we also have a space to deliver a Women's Caucus first ever statement at the Minamata COP. And for plenary, we have definitely confirmed that for the opening plenary, we will get to deliver a statement. The other option that we have discussed with the Secretariat is on relevant agenda items. Now, this is where we definitely do need your support because we do want that members of the caucus, if can support or are interested or who are following that particular agenda items may wish to put a short statement together, then we can inform the Secretariat and make sure that you are given the space for that specific agenda item. So plenary is confirmed. This is going to be a collective opening statement. And so we want to know, because we don't yet know who from the Women's Caucus is following which agenda item. Then we also have a special event on the 5th of October from 1 to 2 p.m. And Anna will also share a little bit about it. So this is our official space, a special event. We have been already provided a room by the Secretariat to host this. And now we are looking into seeing if we can get somebody to support the food or the catering. So we are trying to do that. And what we will also have during the COP-6 is collection of video testimonies, and we will also have a booth. So we also want to encourage that if you do have any kind of material, you want a space to sit at the booth, you may have your flyers, your stickers, your publications, or a video. We are able to provide a booth, and that will be a space for you to also share some of your work during the COP-6. And the other thing that we are trying to do between Anna and myself at the Secretariat is see that during those 5 days, if we are able to support also the Women's Caucus members to meet up with party delegates. But of course, that will depend upon who's coming, where we can find the space, who we can get in touch with. So that is a very, very, very short update on things, but very relevant ones. So very short update from myself because this is more about trying to hear from all of you. So with that, I will hand it over to Anna. Anna, please.
Yeah, thank you, Tina. Thank you very much for introducing us into the conference issues and agenda. So my name is Anna Holthaus, and I'm the project lead on gender and chemicals at the MSP Institute. And before we start looking at our planning, maybe just a few words from my side. The MSP Institute stands for Multi-Stakeholder Processes for Sustainable Development. It is a non-profit organization based in Berlin, Germany, founded in 2016, and we work to foster high-quality dialogue and participatory processes in sustainability with a strong focus on gender equality and environmental protection. And since 2017, our work has focused specifically on the linkages between gender and chemicals, and our goal is to integrate gender perspectives into national and international chemicals and waste management, and to strengthen the participation of women's organizations and gender experts in related policy processes. And so far, we've been particularly active in the Global Framework on Chemicals, formerly known as COP-6, and there we have successfully developed a gender resolution, also with the help of Tina, and other women's organizations and stakeholders. And we have also supported the Women's Major Group in its activities in the process of establishing a new science policy panel on chemicals, waste, and pollution. And in addition, we serve as the Secretariat of the Gender and Chemicals Partnership. This is a relatively new multi-stakeholder initiative established at the 𝗙ecie𝗹𝗹 conference. And now I'm very much looking forward to starting something new together with all of you through this Women's Caucus. And this new Women's Caucus for the Minamata Convention really gives me a lot of hope and motivation despite the backlash we face in international negotiations. And it's really wonderful to see that so many organizations are showing interest in that issue and are joining our efforts. And I think it really demonstrates a real demand for a gender-responsive approach to make Mercury history. And I'm very much excited to bring this momentum now into life with you in Geneva. My colleague Michelle, she's also here in our call today, and we will arrive in Geneva on Monday evening, and we are very much looking forward to meeting some of you in person, I hope. And to make the coordination easier during the conference, I would like to propose mainly 3 or 4 things, and that's first, having a WhatsApp group. In my experience, this is really the easiest and best way to communicate very quickly during conferences and to stay connected during the event. Then second would be to have daily meetings. And I think, Tina, you already mentioned it. I think in both, we both have made the experience that having morning meetings at the daily basis is something that is really, really helpful to align and to plan activities and statements. And then I would also propose to have a joint workspace. And for this, I've created a shared mural board where we can all upload materials, where we can exchange, where we can work on joint documents and organize our activities. And I will put that link now in our chat. Just take 1 minute. So I hope you can see it now. And To enter our mural board, you just click on that link that you can see here in the chat. To enter that board, you don't need to register. You can simply join as a visitor. And once you're there, you can then freely navigate through the board. And I will now also go on that board and show you some of that colorful fields and explain it a little bit. And I hope you can enter it. Yes, I see one person already in. Another one. Perfect. And another one. Okay, that's great. So to introduce you a little bit to the board, on the left side, you can use the yellow space to introduce yourself on a sticky note. Please add your name, your organization, and your country, the country you're based in, so that we know who you are, where you're from, and yeah, what you're doing. Thank you very much. Yeah, I see people are directly starting. That's great. Then on the right side, the more brown yellow one, you'll find several fields related to the Minamata COP-6. And if you are planning to attend the Minamata COP-6, please fill in the white table that you can find there, so that we know who will be in Geneva and when, and that we can create a WhatsApp group. Then there's also a pink field at the Minamata COP-6 field, and that's to promote interesting side events. That could be your side event, could be a side event you think that is very interesting for the Women's Caucus. Just upload it there. It's very easy. You can drag and drop it there, put simply links in there, and I've already uploaded a list of all online side events, and I've also already added a very interesting session on whitening cosmetics that was shared via our mailing list, and that will take place next Monday. Then there is the light pink field, which contains relevant documents, and there I've already uploaded one working document from the Minamata COP-6 that specifically addresses women's health concerns. So maybe this is something where you can have a first look into, but I'm sure that we can upload much more very interesting and relevant documents for the conference. Then there's also a gray field below on the left side in the Minamata COP-6 field. And this one is to brainstorm ideas for us, ideas for potential activities of the Women's Caucus. Just let us know on a sticky note if you have any idea for the information booth, for the lounge event, or simply something else. And we will try to make it, to realize it together with you. And then I've also added a last field, and that's the red one on the right side, and that's for our statements. And there you can find a link to a Google Doc so that we can start drafting a statement. That's maybe also something that we can discuss in the next minutes. Who would like to draft or working on the draft of the first statements, and when would be a good time or agenda item to deliver it. In general, this mural board will, of course, remain open for COP-6 and also beyond. So please take your time to scroll through it and your ideas after this call also, and maybe note the link somewhere so that you can easily return to it. And if you have any technical issues, please let me know, and I will do my best to help. And I will also circulate the link to this mural board via the full mailing list so that other people can join, and also that the link doesn't get lost. Okay, thank you for that. And I'm now very excited to see who is planning to attend the Minamata COP and who is here in the call. Okay. So I see Tina, Michelle, Sumina, 𝗙𝗹𝗹. Great to have you here, 𝗙𝗹𝗹. And for the Minamata COP, I see that, yes, Michelle and I are there. Tina will be there. Is there anyone else in this call planning to, be in Geneva? That would be very interesting. Please raise your hand. Let us know. And I see your hand, Tina. Please go ahead.
Thanks, Anna. This is wonderful. I was just wondering whether is it possible to screen share the mural board?
Yes, I can also screen share it, but sometimes it's a little bit confusing for everyone. But of course, I can also share it if you want. No problem.
Yeah, no, just because maybe if in the mural board there is a link, because this is being live streamed, so if people wanted to kind of, go to that link, who may not possibly have missed this webinar, only for that reason. But of course, we will send the link again on the follow-up emails to the participants.
Okay, perfect. I will, share it a little bit, and then everyone has the opportunity to have a look at it. And this is the full board. Here is the field to introduce yourself. Here you can see the Minamata COP-6 field, a table to please let us know if you are planning to attend the Minamata COP-6, a field for side events, a field for relevant documents and materials, a brainstorming of potential activities, and the field for our statements. Okay, and with this, I would like to open the floor if there are any questions or comments, and I would like to know if any one of you is planning to be in Geneva. Please let us know. Yeah, Tina, please go ahead.
Yeah, just to get the conversation started, I'm happy to say that I think between Anna and myself, we can work on a draft for the opening plenary, because I think that'll be very important, because I think that's going to be more of a generic, to keep the statement literally 3 minutes only. So like a welcome and thanking the parties and the secretariat for support. So just to kind of share a little bit content of what that is going to be look like. And I have already shared, but is to say that from Women for Biodiversity, we will be looking at the agenda on the Mercury and the Kunming-Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework. So if anybody also would like to join that discussion, please do fill it in the mural board so we can also work on it together. Thanks, Anna.
Thank you, Tina. And yes, of course, we are there to start drafting something for our first statement. Unfortunately, Michelle and I, we will arrive in Geneva on Monday evening, very late. So for us, it's probably won't be possible to be there on the first day. But then on the second, of course, then we can maybe start with a morning meeting, and we can see each other there for the first time. Do you know maybe any other colleagues that are planning to be in Geneva but could make it to the call today? That would be interesting for us. And then if you have any other questions or comments, please let us know. So at the moment, I don't see any questions or comments, which is fine. Of course, I know in the beginning, sometimes the mural board might be a little bit overwhelming or a little bit difficult, but I'm sure you will get used to it. And then it's a really good tool to work together because nobody needs a special software or program, and everything is there directly and visible. Okay, again, the invitation to write down your ideas or wishes for potential activities of the Women's Caucus at the Minamata COP. Yeah, let us know if there's anything that we can prepare or anything we should, keep in mind. If you have any contacts to parties or to colleagues that might be interested, please let us know. Tina and I, we are there, and we'll try to make it as successful as possible. And let's see. Yeah, Tina again, yes.
Yeah, hi, Anna, and all the colleagues. Understanding that just to kind of keep the conversation going right now, just share a few things. We do also really understand that this is the first time the caucus is coming together at the Minamata COP, and we may not be large in numbers, but I would definitely like to encourage members, because I do know that some of you or may not be on this list has reached out, of course, asking about the possibility of funding support, which is unfortunately this we did not have time or the secretariat to like look into that possibility. So we really do hope that once this first launch of the Women's Caucus happens, that when we are in Geneva, we are able to talk to the parties, talk to the secretariat, and hopefully convince that at least in preparation for the next COP, that we do have some funding available. So I do understand the limitation about the participation. The other thing I also wanted to share is that we also would like to encourage you to please do use the Women's Caucus for the Minamata email list as much as you can, because if you're unable to come, the space is yours. So we will be sharing. Do let us know, even on the email list, if there is an agenda item that you would like to make sure that there's a statement, but you may not be there. Then what we can still push forward is that we can help with the statement. And if you can provide inputs to that, we can definitely make sure that those statements are either uploaded in the website for the Minamata, because my understanding is that usually the statements do go up. So I suppose in simple words, I'm just saying that do not feel discouraged that you can only contribute it if you are in person. As Anna and I are there, and this is also our first time going to Geneva and the COP-6, so we will do our best to support. So please do let us know, and we will start sharing the draft, at least for the plenary, in the email listing. So your inputs will be really very valuable to deliver this first statement. So and also to share that one of the things would be there, Anna, is that there are also the youth that are going to be there. So we are also talking to them to kind of see how we could get collectively engaged. There is also indigenous peoples who are going to be there represented at this COP. And there are some documents that if you wish to contribute to, you can look at it. And I'm going to actually there is the annotated agenda of the COP-6, which has got all the relevant documents for reference on each of the agenda items. So we can also share that out to everybody. So thanks a lot, Anna.
Yeah, thank you, Tina. And yes, I definitely agree with you that also person that can't be on site in Geneva can very much help us with preparing statements, with being in contact with us via the WhatsApp group and via this mural board. I think that's perfect tool to work together, even if not anyone can be in Geneva. Thank you, Tina, for mentioning that. And I see that also some persons who are new in this course, and for them, I will also put the link to the mural board again in our chat. And for this, I think I need to stop screen sharing it, otherwise it's not possible. So again, here in the chat, you can find the link to our mural board. It's a joint board to work together. There you can introduce yourself, you can add materials, you can add side events that might be interesting for the Women's Caucus, and we can draft our first statement there. And with this, again, the question is, are there any other questions or comments? Then please raise your hand. Or let us know in the chat. I don't see anything. So it seems that for the moment, everything is fine. Tina and I, we will prepare a first draft of our statement. We will, of course, share it with you. Please, work in the mural board, use that space, and we will send everything, all information via our mailing list, and we are very much looking forward to hear more from you, and to hopefully see some of you in Geneva. Tina, anything you want to add? And of course, yes, if you have not subscribed, there's the link to the Women's Caucus.
Yeah, no, thanks, Anna. I think, we don't have to make this lengthy if people are not there, but we just wanted to share these brief things. So I would just say that if there is nothing much to be discussed right now, we just hope that at least this introductory webinar is going to at least help you get the basic of what's on the agenda of the COP and the spaces. And we definitely encourage everybody to be part of that, and also that and see both Anna and myself, to know that you can always reach out. Like I said, we only may have 4 people coming representing, but I hope that with the space given to us, we will be able to effectively use it and strengthen it with all your contributions. So that is from my side, Anna, and I think, that's it. If you have anything on closing, please do.
Yeah, thank you, Tina. I just wanted to say I'm really very much looking forward to be in Geneva and to have that opportunity, to create something new with this group. I think that's great, and so please join us, help us, support us, let us know your ideas in this bureau board, and of course, always feel free to reach out to us. And I see one hand from 𝗙𝗹𝗶. Please go ahead, 𝗙𝗹𝗶.
Hi, Anna. Hi, Tina. So nice to see you. And thank you for this introductory webinar. It was great to know what's exactly going on. And I just wanted to drop in and say hi. And unfortunately, I won't be there at the COP this time, but several of our entrepreneurs are going to be there and will be working and reaching out on the issue of gender. They're very active on certain ASTM issues and, for the right of indigenous people and several other Mercury-related work entrepreneurs have been doing. Especially, I don't know if you've been following, we've been doing skin lightening cream work as well. So so I would just like to say that thank you for organizing this, and I'm really glad to be a part of the Women Caucus, and I hope we can be in touch and continue to do more, meet more often, and organize more, activities together. So thank you.
Thank you so much, 𝗙𝗹𝗹. And maybe also you can share with your colleagues from IPEN that with the Women's Caucus, there is the great opportunity to also share, for example, materials on projects that include a gender issue, gender mainstreaming activities via an information booth. And so that would be great. And of course, please, connect us to them. It's wonderful to have them there. Great,
Yeah.
thank you.
Sure. Thank you, Anna. I'll do that. All the best, everyone, for the COP.
Yeah, anyone else that would like to say something? Otherwise, I think that's it for the moment. Thank you very much for being in our... I see another hand, great. 𝗙𝗹𝗹𝗶𝗹? If I spell it correctly, I don't know.
Oui, oui, c'est bien prononcé. Bonjour à tout le monde. Moi, je me nomme Aïssata Cissé. Je suis du Mali. Donc, en même temps, je suis le point focal genre et climat par rapport à la Convention changement climatique. Donc, vraiment, j'ai apprécié cette rencontre et cela amènera une complémentarité au niveau du Mali par rapport aux interventions caucus femmes, tant au niveau de la désertification, au niveau du changement climatique. J'ai vraiment beaucoup apprécié et merci beaucoup et je suis très honoré de faire partie de cette plateforme. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you very much. Great to have you in the call. Any other comments or introductions? Okay. Then, please use the mural for further introductions and for your ideas and activities. And, 𝗙𝗹𝗹. Please go ahead, 𝗙𝗹𝗹.
Bonjour mesdames, je suis Désirée Mengue, représentant du point focal Minamata au niveau du Gabon. Malheureusement, j'ai pris le cours, je suis arrivée un peu en retard par rapport à la réunion. Du coup, je pense avoir manqué les points les plus importants en ce qui concerne notre préparation pour la convention de Minamata. Mais dans tous les cas, ici au Gabon, il y a le projet portant élimination des produits éclaircissants qui est bien avancé déjà avec l'engagement de Libreville pour l'élimination des produits éclaircissants qui a vu la participation de plusieurs pays de la sous-région. Et donc actuellement, il y a une campagne de sensibilisation et de vulgarisation des textes portant élimination des produits éclaircissants au niveau du Gabon. Et donc, en ce qui concerne ma participation personnelle à moi pour la COP-6, elle n'est pas encore confirmée, mais il y a bien une délégation du Gabon qui se prépare à s'y rendre. Donc, c'était ça mon point. Donc, j'aurais souhaité savoir s'il est possible d'avoir par mail les points que vous avez abordés relatifs à la préparation de ce groupe des femmes pour la biodiversité. Merci.
Yeah, thank you very much, 𝗙𝗹𝗹. And of course, we will share the PowerPoint presentation from the beginning of this call so that you don't miss anything. And maybe also for you, of course, and everyone else, if you have material
Merci.
that might be interesting for the Women's Caucus with good examples for awareness raising campaigns or anything else, then please use the mailing list or the mural board to share it, because it's always so great also to have real examples for doing advocacy work at international conferences. It's just an invitation to share your materials. It's always great to have that. Thank you very much. Tina, do you want to add something on your PowerPoint?
No, I think you've got it. And I think thank you so much for your inputs. Like I said, we will be, maybe what we can do is that if you like printing, I just had an idea that printing, sending it out to Geneva may not be possible, but maybe what we may be able to do that is we can have a shared folder, and if you have any virtual material like PDF of your report, or posters, then what we may be able to do that is we can showcase them on, like, maybe somewhere if you have a screen or something. We maybe still be able to showcase your products, like flyers or kind of a video if you have it, even if you're not there. So like I said, we like what Anna talked about is it'll be really very nice space of sharing your work and amplifying it. It's not only about the statements, but to also showcase a different work of the different caucus members who are doing that. So maybe that could be an idea. So if you do have any materials, films, posters, reports that you have, virtual ones, to please put it in the folders which we'll share. So that we could help with that.
Thank you, Tina. Any other questions or comments? Please raise your hand.
Oh, sorry, and I'm going to take this place again. I think quite a few, like I said, we noticed that quite a few of the people like 𝗙ecie and 𝗀ecie and 𝘀cie work on skin lightening products. It could be something that if you can provide some few lines to put it in the opening statement, that would be wonderful, because of course we can put it, but because you're working on it, it will be really very good to have it from your perspective, because we will get to deliver the opening statement. And if in particular to that particular agenda item, if you have some concrete suggestions for that and put that again, then what we can do that is we can print it out and pass it to the parties at COP-6. So I know that a lot of people are here working on the skin lightening and the ASGM. So I would really encourage you all to please give us your valuable inputs. Yes, we may be able to research and put something, but your concrete recommendation will be really very helpful. Thank you.
Thank you, Tina. I absolutely agree with that. That would be great. Okay. Any final questions or comments? Okay, don't see any last questions. That's great. As promised, Tina and I, we will share the PowerPoint presentation, the link to the mural board, so that you can use everything. We will keep you informed about any updates, what's happening at the Minamata COP-6. And yeah, please let us know if you're planning to be there. And we are very much looking forward to meet you there or to work with you together virtually. Thank you very much. And with this, yeah, say goodbye.
Sorry, Anna, I'm just coming in. Can we just take a group photo?
Oh, yes, that's a great idea. Let's do that. What do you need for that, Sumina?
If everybody could open up their cameras, please. Then I can just take a photo very quickly.
So nice to see you all. Great.
All right, just one more. Slide, please. Thank you. Thank you.
Just one man from Gabon.
We have some women from Gabon. So hopefully. But anyway, so thank you so very much once again. And thank you for taking the time. We are a small group, but we are starting something new. So, and we also look forward to meeting you all in person and in upcoming webinars. So thank you so very much. Bye, everybody. I'll have to leave.